The year is 1692. A cold wind whips through Salem, biting at my skin. It carries whispers of fear and suspicion. The trees creak and groan, their branches like skeletal fingers against the stormy sky. Lately, the air itself feels wrong, thick with something unseen and unsettling. It began subtly. A flicker in my vision, a sudden chill on a warm day. Now, the very fabric of time seems to fray at the edges. The cobblestone streets, usually bustling with merchants and townsfolk, are eerily deserted. Faces etched with worry and distrust peer from behind shuttered windows. Fear has taken root in Salem, twisting hearts and poisoning minds. It whispers in the shadows, fueling accusations that spread like wildfire. No one is safe, least of all a young woman like me. The stories began with young Abigail and the other girls, their fits and ravings. Talk of witchcraft spread like a plague. Now the devil walks among us, they say. He preys on the weak, steals our souls and poisons our crops. But something else haunts Salem, something beyond the usual superstitions. I see it in the glitches, the moments where time bends and the future bleeds into the past. These temporal anomalies are my burden and my secret. They started as fleeting visions, glimpses of things that should not be. A carriage speeding down the road, spewing black smoke and a cacophony of grinding gears. Strange men in silver suits, their faces obscured by glass visors, staring at me with cold, calculating eyes. These visions are becoming more frequent, more vivid, intertwining with the growing hysteria of the witch hunt. The whispers started subtly, like the rustling of leaves. They were about me, my solitary walks in the woods, my knowledge of herbs and remedies, twisted into evidence of dark communion. My heart pounded in my chest, a frantic drum against my ribs. These accusations, once absurd, now held the weight of truth in the eyes of the afflicted. Fear was a potent weapon, and it was being wielded with deadly precision. Neighbors turned on neighbors, friends on friends, all fueled by suspicion and paranoia. No one dared to speak out against the accusers for fear of being labeled a witch themselves. The line between accuser and accused blurred, and soon I found myself on the wrong side of that divide. I remember the day they came for me. It was a day like any other, the air thick with humidity, except for the chilling premonition that clung to me. The sunlight seemed to dim as the villagers, their faces twisted in a grotesque mockery of piety, dragged me from my home. My pleas of innocence fell on deaf ears as they bound my hands and dragged me through the cobbled streets. The faces of my neighbors, once familiar and comforting, now loomed with a terrifying intensity. Their eyes, glazed with fanaticism, saw only a monster in human form. My heart hammered in my chest, a frantic bird trapped within the confines of my ribs. As they dragged me through the streets, a sudden temporal glitch assaulted my senses. For a fleeting moment, the cobblestone streets morphed into smooth asphalt roads, and the wooden houses gave way to towering structures of glass and steel. A cacophony of screeching horns and the roar of engines replaced the hushed whispers of the crowd. The vision vanished as quickly as it appeared, leaving me reeling in disorientation and terror.